Okay, everybody should be getting done with their bell work. So finish up your flag drawing and your definition of etiquette. And be thinking about what you want to share when I ask you to share your flag drawing. So who would like to share their flag drawing with the class?
Oh, well.
Kevin? Let me hold it so everyone can see. And let's look at what the flag looks like and see how close we got. So how close did you get?
Pretty good.
Tell me about your flag.
It's the U.S. flag, and I knew there's a blue rectangle at the top left with 50 stars, and I didn't have enough room to put 50 in. And there's 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes in between.
Okay, so let's look at our picture. Do we see 7 red stripes and 6 white stripes with red on the top and the bottom? You did pretty good. Good job, Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, who else wants to share their flag picture? You want to share yours, Cameron?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, this, I really like this. This is really good. Tell me about your flag.
Well, I never put stars because I kind of forgot about it, although I did have enough room. I was just thinking about putting circles. And
It's creative, honestly.
I knew like a little technique, like to draw with markers and then color with crayon.
Perfect.
That's what I really like about it.
I love it. Okay.
And I'm not done.
Oh, please
And
continue.
I'm almost done. There's 5 red stripes and 4 white stripes, and that's all.
All right, you did great. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at this really quick. The elements of the American flag. Looks like everybody got this on their paper. 50 white stars on a navy background. 7 red stripes with red at the top and bottom. 6 white stripes. And so now we're going to talk about the word etiquette. Some of you may not have heard that word before. We're going to define it, but first I want to know what you think it means if you've ever heard it before. So I just want a couple of people to share what they think it means. Amy, do you want to go first?
Yes. I said that I think etiquette means using good manners.
Love that. What would be an example of using good manners?
Like showing respect, like being respectful to someone that's like up in front of us talking and we're quiet and we listen and we're respectful to them. I think etiquette and respect go together.
That's really good. Okay, thank you. All right, Dustin?
I put proper manners in social interactions.
Okay, can you give an example?
Queen Elizabeth. That's what I think of.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh, that's very specific.
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Oh, wonder
is-
why. That's
What
cool.
are you supposed to do when you meet the queen?
I probably like
Compliment?
kiss her, her ring or something. I don't know, something.
Maybe you could
Protocol,
compliment.
etiquette for meeting the queen is
About.
a bow at the neck if you're a man.
Okay, yeah. See, I wouldn't
So-
know that. I would have
Okay, so
bad
here is the
etiquette.
dictionary definition of etiquette, a set of customs and rules for polite behavior. So you were definitely right in what you said about it. Customs and rules that we follow when we meet someone and we say hello, or we pass a stranger on the sidewalk and we say, how are you today? So y'all did really good. Thank you for participating so well in the bell work. We're going to move on into our overview of etiquette when it comes to the flag. So did you know that the American flag has a set of rules that exist for interacting with it? Have you ever heard that before? No, didn't know. Okay, well we're going to learn them today. Come on. Okay, so we're going to go over these and then we're going to watch a short video to kind of help you remember. And then we're going to do one more activity. So these are some of the rules for the American flag. We never let the flag touch the ground. So you may have seen before soldiers or people who put a flag up the flagpole, and they always are really careful never to let the flag touch the ground. The flag should always be handled with respect and should never touch the ground, floor, or water. So we don't want to let our flags get wet. We don't want to let our flags touch the ground outside. We don't want them to get dirty. How many of you have seen a dirty or like a tattered flag before on a flagpole? I see those all the time and it really bothers me. Okay, next, properly fold the flag. So when storing the flag, it should be folded into a triangular shape with only the blue field and stars visible. Now, I didn't know that. Did any of you know that? Have y'all ever seen a flag folded before?
Yeah.
I only have at a funeral. Maybe that's where you've seen it done.
That's where I saw it.
Yeah, so we're going to learn how to fold the flag in just a minute, actually. The next one is raise and lower the flag respectfully. So when you see people putting the flag up a flagpole, it's raised briskly. Do you know what briskly means, Cameron?
Carefully.
Carefully is, yeah. What else might it mean?
I don't know.
If you're walking at a brisk pace, what do you think that means?
Slow.
Opposites.
Fast.
Yeah, means you're walking at a brisk pace, so you're walking pretty quickly. So we raise the flag briskly, we move it fast, and then we lower it slowly and ceremoniously, which ceremoniously I would think maybe just means we lower it respectfully with intention.
Kind of like we're in a ceremony, I guess.
Yeah, I think probably. Okay, we display the flag correctly when hung vertically. So can I see one of your flag pictures? Let me see yours, Justin. Cool, thank you. When hung vertically, the union, which is this part, because it's the union of our 50 states, should be at the top left. So if it's displayed on a pole in a prominent position, and if it hangs like this, then it goes this way. Cool. Thank you. And we retire worn out flags properly. So there's actually a ceremony to dispose of a flag, and we'll learn more about that later in the semester. But we dispose of it in a dignified way, typically by burning in a ceremony. So like I said, there's a ceremony involved. So those are kind of the top 5 uses of etiquette when it comes to interacting with the flag. And I have a short video for us to watch. This is going to be a video about etiquette. Then there's going to be a short video about folding the flag, and I want you to pay close attention to the flag folding video, because our next activity is going to be you getting to practice folding the flag. So.
Stars and Stripes, Old Glory, the Star-Spangled Banner, nicknames for our American flag. Here are some facts about our nation's most recognized symbol. The Betsy Ross flag was the first official flag of the United States, designed with 13 stars and 13 stripes to represent the 13 colonies that declared independence from Great Britain in 1776. While legend says Betsy Ross designed and sewed this flag, most historians think the designer was Francis Hopkinson, a delegate from New Jersey who was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. The flag became official on June 14, 1777. This date is now celebrated annually as Flag Day. By the way, the only president to serve under this original flag was George Washington. The current flag is the 27th version since the country was born. It was last updated in 1959 when Hawaii became the 50th star. According to the U.S. Flag Code, the flag represents a living country and is itself considered a living thing. The U.S. flag is often displayed incorrectly, so here are some rules to help you out. The flag is typically flown from sunrise to sundown. The flag should be allowed to flow freely, never bound from the corners. People often make this mistake. When displayed vertically, this way is wrong. The union is always at the top left to the viewer. Oh yeah, and you should never do the following. Fly a torn and tattered flag. Let it touch the ground or water. Use it as clothing, bedding, or drapery. Place anything on the flag, like letters, logos, or designs. So there you have it, America. Display that flag proudly.
Actually, it was a short video.
It was a short video. Okay, so did anybody hear anything in that video that they have never heard before?
The one about George Washington,
Yeah?
and actually a lot.
Yeah? Anything else you want to share?
Nah.
Okay. Anybody else hear anything they didn't know?
I didn't know that it couldn't touch water. I knew that it couldn't touch the ground,
Yeah.
but I never knew that water was a thing
Yeah.
or important.
Anything else? I didn't know it was the 27th version.
Yeah,
That too.
Yeah, that's been a lot of versions of the flag.
And I feel like I know why it can't touch the water.
Why do you think it can't?
Because if it touches the water and the water's going over it, when he raises back up, it won't fly. It's too heavy because all the water is being absorbed by the fabric.
That's a really good, yeah.
So
it could be.
when you do it, it'll just hang down. when you
Did
raise
say to
it
let
up.
it flow freely. So.
It did say let it flow. Let me see what. Let's see. No?
Stars and stripes.
You don't want to watch it again. Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. We're going to move on to this video about how to fold a flag. And pay close attention because then we are going to fold our flags. Ready?
In this video, we'll show you the traditional way to fold an American flag. Before we get started, it's important to note that the flag should be positioned horizontally, folded tightly, and must never touch the ground. For these reasons, 2 people are required to fold. First, fold the flag in half lengthwise, covering the stars with the stripes. Fold in half lengthwise again. This should expose the stars. Starting on the stripe side, begin folding the flag into triangular pieces at 90-degree angles. Repeat this process until there is 1 fold left. Perform the triangular fold one more time from the opposite side. Tightly tuck the newly folded remainder deep into the flag. The stripes and white header with the hoist grommet should no longer be exposed. And that's a traditional way to fold an American flag.
Okay, so I want everybody to take their flags, or I can get you a new piece of paper if you want one. Do you want a new piece of paper?
Can I just pretend like my
You sure can.
is a
Yes, you
flag?
can. Yeah, and so take a second and see if you can fold your flag and make it look like the way he made it look at the end. See if you can do that.
I need to kind of watch the video again.
Okay, I'll play it again.
Kind of like pause it and unpause it so I can copy off. I got the fold in half part.
Traditional way to fold an American
I
flag.
don't know if you fold it again yet.
Never touch the ground. For these reasons, 2 people are required to perform the folding. First, fold the flag in half lengthwise, covering
Hot dog style.
should expose the stars. Starting on the stripe side, begin folding the flag into triangular pieces at 90 angles. Repeat this process until there is 1 fold left.
It's going a little too fast. You fold it again.
Let's see. You need to fold it this way.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, start like that.
And now you do that.
And then you fold it like this. So you can, and then you start down here with the triangle fold. It's harder than it looks, yeah? Y'all are doing great. Nobody has to come up with an origami masterpiece. Bless you.
Thank you.
When you're done, hold up your folded flag and let me see.
I don't want to.
Okay. All right, Kevin, let me see yours. Great job.
Thank you.
Great job.
I can't do it.
That's okay. We'll see if Dustin's gonna get his. He's trying so hard.
At least I tried.
No, you did great. You did great. Everybody did great. This was just for fun.
I made a paper football.
Okay, all right. Well, so tell me quickly, did you learn something new today from this slideshow that you didn't already know? What would that be?
I didn't know how they folded the flag. I saw it like in a movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know that was a real thing that they did.
Okay, cool. Anybody else learn something new?
I learned a lot and I do not want to go through a 3-minute process on top.
Okay. Okay, well, awesome. Y'all did great. And we're going to move on with our slideshow to our next portion.